Hey guys, tuned into the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. This is Gabriel Reyes. As you can see, I'm already here at the George Halal Training Center, the famous CT Ninho do Urubu, to follow the press conference introducing Leonardo Jardim, the new coach of Clube de Regatas do Flamengo. In this video, you'll check out the main news about everything that happened this morning with Mengão. So, before I start talking about everything that happened, there's something new coming up. Check this out. Subscribe to the channel now, it's really important. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any content. And of course, leave a like on the video. You help our work, help YouTube recommend it to more people, and it's free. If you're on your computer or your phone, just scroll down a little, it's right down here. If you're watching the video on TV, you can do it on TV too, just go to the options. So leave a like, it's really important for us. Well, Coach Leonardo Jardim already led his first training session with Mengão's professional team yesterday, and the expectation is that his assistants will arrive today. They had a problem with the flight. They were all on Madeira Island in Portugal, the place where young Cristiano Ronaldo was born and raised. They were there, and because of problems at the airport related to the weather, they couldn't come to Rio de Janeiro earlier. But the expectation is that today the assistants of Coach Leonardo Jardim will land at Rio de Janeiro International Airport, the famous Galeão. And then they will show up either today or maybe even tomorrow to start working together with the coach at the Ninho do Urubu Training Center. And look, at today's press conference with Coach Leonardo Jardim, we're going to try to ask a really cool question, which you can check out later on the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel's social media. I'm going to try to talk about Luis Araújo, who was a player Cruzeiro wanted back when Leonardo Jardim was the coach. And he has great stats, only behind Arrascaeta, so there's a chance Luis Araújo could get more playing time under Coach Leonardo Jardim. So I'm going to try to ask him and see what he thinks, how he could use Luis Araújo here in this Flamengo team. And you fans, would you like to see Luis Araújo getting more playing time? Comment down below. If it doesn't work out, I already have a plan B for the question. I'm revealing everything to you here, which is about the youth academy, right? We know that Jardim was one of the people responsible for discovering the striker Kylian Mbappé back when he was at Monaco. In this video, you'll see 3 segments from Flamengo's training session yesterday, as shown in the training video. And he used Wallace Young a lot. Wallace Young also appears a lot in the videos, a young kid coming up from the youth academy. So we will have this plan B question to ask for Coach Leonardo Jardim, which is about the use of youth academy players, the athletes from Mengão's youth system. Let me call our friend here, Bruno Villafranca. No, Bruno Villafranca, Leonardo Jardim is being introduced today. What are your expectations for Flamengo's new coach? Let's go.
Man, expectations are high. Jardim is a respected coach, known in Brazil and also in Europe. He's already done great work over there. He was French champion with Monaco, and if we think about it, he coached great players known worldwide. He's a guy who, in theory, is more strict. I'm not going to compare him with another Portuguese coach who has already been here and did very well, but it's more or less along the same lines, just at a slightly lower level. He likes having the keys to the Ninho, the training center. Just because he has everything needed to do a good job doesn't guarantee success. At Flamengo, we have to wait and see. We've seen this happen many times. We thought they would play really well at Flamengo and the player didn't, or that they would coach and be a great coach at Flamengo, and that didn't happen. On the other hand, we had people like Andrade, nothing against him, but he hadn't been an excellent coach yet. But at Flamengo, he became a Brazilian champion. Yeah, so we have a lot of cases like that. You can't know what's going to happen, what we can expect. He's a coach who really knows soccer, a great squad manager. Now, at Flamengo, we'll have to wait and see. And he's already coming in right in the middle of the storm, because he's arriving for a Carioca Championship final, which could be really good for him if he wins. And then the work already takes off. I mean, it gains altitude right after takeoff. In the first game, the guy is already a champion, so he already stands tall. If that doesn't happen, then he'll have to start from lower down. It's like he's starting from the negative, then getting to 0, and gradually moving up. That's a coach's life, but it's also a great chance for him, right?
And it's very important for him to start off with this title because we're already in the month of March. This month there's the group stage draw for the Libertadores, and in April the group stage already begins. Everyone knows that's the dream, the obsession of Flamengo fans. We're already the first to win 4 times, and Flamengo could become the first 5-time Libertadores champion.
And there's also this point, the Libertadores starts very early. It's the biggest tournament of the year for those who compete and have a chance to win. Flamengo is the current champion. So in the Americas, besides being the champion, they're always the team to beat because everyone sees Flamengo as the biggest powerhouse or one of the biggest powerhouses in the Americas. Now, he has a lot if we think that the Libertadores is about to start and that every point is very important. Last year, Flamengo almost became champion, but they also almost missed out on the round of 16 because they qualified against Tatira, and we know how it is. It was at Maracanã. So he has very little time to adjust the team to his way, especially with the start of the Libertadores in mind. But that's already going to be with the Brasileirão heating up. In other words, he has very little time to adjust. I'll repeat, that's coaching life, especially for a big team. Every Wednesday and Sunday means a new game. He'll have to do that famous thing, change the tires while the car is moving exactly.
Bruno, thank you. For those who don't know, Bruno Villafranca from TV A Critica. Phenomenal, phenomenal. And now stay tuned for Gabriel Reis from Paparazzo Rubro Negro. Bringing you the updates, the news about Mengao, and footage from Flamengo's training session yesterday here at City Ninho do Urubu.
Yeah, guys, Leonardo Jardim surprised everyone right in this first training session. Right, man, the players too. Based on insider info, the players were very impressed with his first training session. Obviously, there's a general disappointment about Felipe Luis leaving, but his first training session was impressive. You're watching footage Flamengo released from the training session showing all the players meeting the coach for the first time. They'd already had contact during games against Cruzeiro and others, but now they are directly interacting and having an initial conversation with the coach. And here's an important piece of information that we mentioned earlier. He should use some players, like for example Alassian, right? He already used Alassian in training yesterday. Flamengo is training right now this morning, and soon there will be the presentation of Leonardo Jardim as the new coach of Flamengo, a presentation to the press. And as you can see, he should use the youth academy, okay? You know, he's the one who discovered Mbappe, who launched Mbappe, right? So he should give a lot of opportunities to some players from the youth academy. I hope he can stop this trend of players leaving practically for free, 1 million here, 500,000 there. And Flamengo can use some players a bit more, like Cebolinha, right? And maybe even renew with Cebolinha and keep the players satisfied. He's playing very well and doing great. He's in top form. Luis Araujo, who considered leaving, is now gaining momentum. You can see the training there with the distribution of vests, right? They split into groups. There, it's important for us to see that Pedro is wearing a vest and that he's already going to look at Pedro in a different way. Pedro will have more chances, I believe. Pedro will have a lot more chances. He's the striker he has, he's the focal point he has, and all of this will be very important. Okay, we're following along with our team still there at Ninho do Urubu. Yeah, I was really happy, man, with these first images. So we have to be confident, right? Knowing that he's going to use some players from the youth academy as well, that with Leonardo Jardim, it doesn't matter about the name or if the player was signed for a lot of money. He's not worried about who was signed or how much was spent. He's going to want to use whoever is performing better. And that goes for the youth academy players as well as for the players who are already well known. So, it's important we stay here. I was talking about Everton Cebolinha. Everton Cebolinha has been cleared. He's cleared. He's fit for the Carioca final. He can play in the final. The forward left the game against Madureira after feeling pain in his right leg, had to get ice treatment on the bench, but he's cleared. He's fit to play in 2026. Cebolinha played 12 games, scored 3 goals, but was substituted in every match he started with Felipe Luis. And now he has the chance to shine again at Flamengo and who knows, maybe even play a full match. He is doing well, he's cleared to play, and Flamengo fans want to see Cebolinha playing a full match. It's been a long time since we've seen Cebolinha play for that long. And it's a situation that could even motivate him to want to renew with Flamengo. We have some important information to share with you, but I wanted to get the opinion of the fans, the Flamengo fans, their expectations regarding Leonardo Jardim's work at Flamengo. Vozfla PCD said they're going to be champions. Jotinho online. He's better than Felipe Luis, but there's no need to criticize Felipe. He left because some didn't want him, though many still did. Personally, I don't think he needed to be fired. He was really making some mistakes. We criticized him, but it wasn't a reason for him to leave. But now that Leonardo Jardim is here, let's praise the guy, let's believe in him, but there's no need to put Felipe Luis down, okay? The expectations, they're the best. Andre Rangel 1485. They're the best. He was recommended by JJ. Harry 10 says he did well at Cruzeiro with limited resources. Now with better players at Flamengo, let's hope he succeeds here. Let's support him. Greetings, Rubro Negros. For sure. So here we have it. LZ456 says it's going to work out. Jeffs Almeida 1. With this team knowing how to work and do the basics, they'll be multi-champions. Look, that's important. I'm even going to pin this comment. Look here, look at Moreno Luis 2239. I hope in the name of Jesus that he does an excellent job and gives us a lot of joy and everything else. God bless. Very nice. Look, just let it be better. Renato Figueiredo 71. Let it be better than Felipe Luis. I've already said, there's no need for that. Just let him be good, win the titles, and do more than Felipe did in a year. And then I'll say it was right for him to come. Okay, I'm rooting for him. I'll just say it was the right thing. If he surpasses Felipe Luis, that's what we hope, though it's tough since Felipe won many titles. Eliane Silvestre debuting as the Carioca champion on Sunday. That's her expectation. Rodrigo Lira, 84. Putting Plata on the bench at Royal is already a good start. There are those people who are June 10 R 1987. He'll be let go in 3 months. Man, for God's sake, don't say that, man. Don't say that. That's not real, man. That's Luan Rogerio 2023 happening again, man. Are you guys? There are a lot of people who are really pessimistic. This is Flamengo, man. Forget about repeating things. Coincidences are never perfect. There's always something that changes, and we're going to change it. By becoming champions on Sunday, God willing, we're going to change it. As for that, I see people talking too much about it, but that man doesn't exist. Are you guys watching Flamengo's training? I hope you all subscribe there. So we can quickly reach 8 million subscribers on Flamengo TV. It's really important that you subscribe to Flamengo TV, okay? You help a lot. The official Flamengo channel also reminds you that there are official products for you to help Flamengo, so you can buy Mango's official products on YouTube Shopping. Man, I'm really enjoying watching Flamengo train. Even in the first training session with Leonardo Jardim, you can already tell that everything has changed. Surprising, right, man? Already working hard, finishing. We're really going to need Luis Araujo a lot. You can see Luis Araujo there finishing. He's going to use Luis Araujo a lot for finishing. I have no doubt about it, especially since he knows the stats. He knows that Luis Araujo is a player with great numbers and a lot of direct involvement in goals. So he's probably going to use Luis Araujo a lot. And for those who think he's reactive, that Leonardo Jardim's team is reactive, it's reactive with the players he had at Cruzeiro and in some other teams. But if he has a team like Flamengo, the squad that Flamengo has, he will definitely go on the attack. He's not a coach who sticks to just one tactic. He adapts according to the needs of each match. So, I have a lot of confidence that Leonardo Jardim's work will be very good. I really trust him. I really hope for that. And I see a lot of fans trusting him too. We have some important information to share with you regarding the vote that's happening today in Flamengo's Deliberative Council. You will keep watching images here from Mango's training, but look, let me tell you that Flamengo's Deliberative Council is voting this Thursday. Today at 6:30 p.m. the meeting starts there. Today they are voting on two very important sponsorships for Flamengo's football, for the jersey, for the sacred mantle, for the game and training shirts as well. So the Deliberative Council will vote today, March 5th, on the approval of two new sponsors for men's football. Ademicom, a consortium administrator in Brazil, and GAC Motor, a Chinese car manufacturer, will have their logos on the jersey of the most beloved and also on the training kit. Until March 2029, there will be a 3-year contract with the new sponsors. The voting starts at 6:30 p.m. So as I said, it will be hybrid, both in person and remote, okay? So, we'll have a new sponsor on the training uniform and also on the game uniform, shorts and everything else. So the new sponsors are coming in. And it's expected that they will be approved tonight at the Deliberative Council meeting. In a little while, we'll be back with more coverage for you of everything that's happening in these first moments of Leonardo Jardim at Ninho do Urubu and the presentation of the Portuguese coach on Flamengo TV. And we're also here with the team to bring this to you. I invite you once again to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, leave a like on the video, and subscribe. It's very important. On Flamengo TV. Let's go, 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 let's go. It's going to be the biggest in the world too.